This is the official post-event press conference for EFC 31, live from the Coca-Cola Dome, Johannesburg.
Right, well, that was an amazing event, EFC 31. Thank you very much to all of our partners for making this night possible. I'm going to go on to the prize-winning athletes for EFC 31. Submission of the night goes to Tyson Chillen for that amazing heel hook over Leo Gloss. Brendan Katz got knockout of the night, even though it was technically a TKO. What a great right hook he gave there. And featherweight bout between Hanru Buerta and Wesley Hawkey gets fight of the night. Performance bonuses also go to Madiba, Mnikati, Fatira, Katz, and Dani van Heerden, because he just kept on going forward. Now, if I could just get the media to ask questions.
Hi there. I see the new champion isn't at the table yet, so Tumelo, I'll jump over to you. What an amazing fight you put on tonight. It seems to me that you added patience to your already huge talents of striking talent. How do you feel after that performance?
Well, yes, it's done is so tough, eh? I thought I would drop him on the first round, like, as in, done is so tough. I tried everything that I could. I tried to kick as hard as I can. I tried my jab, my cross. My aim was to drop Danny, but didn't happen. He's way too tough.
Did you feel that perhaps you should have pushed harder at some points? Like perhaps you could have thrown in an extra combo and instead you backed off?
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't do the combos the way I wanted to, because he's too technical. When I throw my jab, if I want to follow, then he's no more there. He's away. You understand? So when I try to do something to follow up, he's away from me. So I could maybe jab or maybe one only combination. For me to follow up, it was a bit tough. He's way too tough.
Thank you. Donnie, if I can, I'll jump straight onto you. It seemed to me that tonight Tumelo might have clinched the award of the most dangerous EFC athlete, but I think you got the award of the toughest.
Well, I must say, Tumelo doesn't hit that hard. I don't know where Frazier just quit. But, but yeah, it was a tough fight. It was fun. Eh? Yeah, it's like I said, I wanted to give Tumelo a stand-up fight, and I also got a tough stand-up fight. So it was lucky. It was fun.
How's your leg feeling after that abuse?
Well, I already asked it up, so hopefully I can still walk tomorrow. So.
Thank you.
Good evening, Graham. Damart's not here, but congratulations to him. Just to follow up with what I wanted to ask Damart, do we have a challenger for Damart yet?
Yeah, well, the bantamweight division is contentious. We've been looking at it for a while now, but we're going to give the shot to Francois Groenewald. We think he deserves it. We'd love to take it to the east and do it at Carnival City, where where it's a hometown for him. So that's the bantamweight title. Next one to look at for Damart.
How's it, Graham? Thank you so much for tonight. Again, awesome event. A lot of people are asking, when are we going to see Chef and Gideon?
Funnily enough, we've just locked that down. So what we're going to do is that will happen in Cape Town. It'll be the co-main event on the Cape Town card. So, yeah, I mean, Norman's hell of a excited. When I spoke to Gideon, he's rearing to go.
Cool. And then I just got a question for Cedric. Cedric, after an amazing fight tonight, do you feel that the division now needs to know who Doyle is?
Well, I think they do now. So, yeah, who is Cedric? I'm Cedric, and I'm here to stay.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Teresa from Pretty Tough. Damart, my question is for you. I just want to know what it feels like to be the first EFC athlete to hold titles in 2 weight divisions. You made history tonight. How does it feel?
I'm truly humbled, you know. All the hard work has paid off, and there's so much more I still need to learn and still need to do, so I just need to just try to get better, you know.
Hi, Graham. Andrew from Muay Thai Blog. when a fighter misses weight 3 times out of 4 or 5 bouts, is there any other consequences for that fighter?
Look, I mean, we've obviously implemented a financial penalty for Matthew, but the reality is he misses out on a lot more. If he'd won that fight, it would be very hard for us to put him up as a title challenger. So obviously we look at it and we sit down with his camp now. We're going to sit down with the guys and just see how we're going to go forward with his career. Just a little bit of insight there. I think we're going to be bumping him up to featherweight. We think it's a better move for him. It's a lot safer for him. So it should be good for Matthew all round there.
Matthew, what's your comment on that?
Look, firstly, I'd like to apologize to EFC, Cedric, everyone for missing weight. It's unprofessional. And as you said, it's my 3rd time, so I am going to look at going up to featherweight. As Graham said, it'll be safer for me. And I hope to go up there and give some featherweights a bit of hell, eh?
Hi Graham, Brendan from MMA Blog SA. After the title fight and a great performance by Demart, Zulu said in his post-fight that he felt a bit ill before the fight. Were you guys aware of troubles that he was having? Did he come and discuss that with you guys?
Yeah, look, we'd heard from the camp that he was sick. Nobody's in a perfect condition before they go into any fight. I mean, you can ask any of these athletes if they've been sick or hurt. Look, it's hard for him. He went 5 rounds, and there could have been a situation where he would have gassed, but the reality is he didn't. He put a 5-round war in there, and it was a great fight. So he's got a big future with the promotion. We're just going to look at another fight for him now.
I think just to follow up with that, even looking, he gassed, he might have been sick, but Demart did a really great job and won the first round. So to say that was a huge factor would be difficult.
So I didn't hear that question, sorry.
Sorry, it wasn't a question. It was just a comment, just saying taking
okay.
nothing away from Demart, you know.
Hi, my question is for Andrew. Andrew, welcome back to the Hexagon. You've returned after you lost your title last time round, and today you're back. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's great to break the hoodoo at the Dome. I've lost here twice, and I could come out here tonight and win. All credit to Elvis Moyer for taking the fight. I've been battling to get somebody to commit. But it seems as if the heavyweight division is there are things stirring there, and there's some exciting things happening. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen on the way forward.
Well, we know that the heavyweight title fight is scheduled for November. Do you see yourself fighting again before then, or do you think you're up for a title shot as it is?
No, nobody's bigger than the sport. At the end of the day, I see where the EFC is moving, or wants to move with the division, and it needed, something to shake it up, and this is the way forward. I'm fully with the organisation in moving forward with that. They've promised me fights, so as long as I can fight, I don't really care. So that's the way it stands at the moment.
Thank you. Graham, could you comment on how many athletes were offered the fight against Andrew, and is it true that Elvis is the only one that stepped up?
Well, just to add on to that, just to go back a bit, Andrew is constantly knocking on my door for fights. The guy always wants to fight. So getting him a fight is great. We had Van Dam lined up, then we had Tiny. They both were injured. So Elvis, I mean, well done for stepping up, guy. I mean, you put it out there. It was awesome.
Graham, the son. Might be looking a bit too far in the future, but we spoke about Gideon against Norman coming up. Tumelo is now looking at 3 fights in a row. Would he be a front runner in that light heavyweight division?
Yeah, that was always the plan. The plan was that these 2 guys would knuckle up, get a fight out. Whoever wins out of this is going to be the next contender for that strap. So, yeah, you're going to see a big fight back in Joburg, hopefully next year, with one of these, well, now Tumelo going to face one of those guys. So it's almost an immediate light heavyweight title shot for the guy. It's going to be great. So well done, Tumelo. You earned it, bud.
Thanks.
I have a question for Wesley. Wesley, that was a brutal fight, and I think it was very close. How close do you think it was, and what do you think made the difference?
Maybe the haircut. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I came into the fight, I knew he was going to shoot for takedown. He's an SA wrestler. But as I walked down, I actually said to myself, I'm going to try win this fight on my back. And it's exactly what I did. I think I did enough to win the fight. So maybe we get cats in Durban. Hint, hint. Hashtag.
Would be a great fight.
Henry, from your side, it seemed to me that you smothered Wesley for a lot of the fight, but at the same time, he was striking you all the time from his back. How do you feel about the decision, or how did it go for you?
Ag, ek moes dalk net 'n bietjie meer beklei het. Miskien het teruggaan om te gaan leer beklei, maar anderste hy het goed gefight, so ek sal dit vir hom gee.
Thank you.
Graham, I've got one. So Donovan Hawkey, I don't know if everyone knows, but the guy, was one of the founders in South Africa, one of the first guys to get out there and fight. Even long before EFC, he was fighting MMA, in South Africa and really helped build the sport. But looking at that in his past 5 fights, he's been finished 4 times. Do you think that he'll get another fight in EFC?
Yes, he'll definitely get another fight. I think that there's no set rule for guys sticking around in the organization. The reality is if they're putting on great fights, we'll keep them. Guys can run 2 or 3 losses on a row, like you look, Lawrence Buertz did it tonight, and then he turned it around for himself. So the same for Donovan. There's always that option for him to turn it around. And like you say, he's a veteran. He's a veteran. We want to keep him. He's a great fighter.
Question for Zulu boy. Zulu over here. Zulu, well done tonight. You fought really hard against a massively tough opponent. It seemed to me that right at the end, you just saw that you had nothing to lose and you attacked with everything and you were landing and doing damage. Do you feel like if you had taken that attitude earlier in the fight, things might have been different?
On the last round, I was trying to finish him because I saw he was taking me down the whole round. I thought he was going to stand with me, but he uses wrestling. He's a good wrestler. I'm a good stand-up fighter. But I won't take it as a lose. If you look at my first fight at EFC with Donovan Wilken, I lost because of the takedown, but I come back as a warrior. I come back more different. In this one, I'm going to come back different again, powerful, and I want my belt back.
Thank you. Demart, another question for you. Once again, congratulations. You've achieved a huge milestone, more than anyone else. Is it time for a rest, or are you looking at another opponent already?
The weight cut was hard because I miss my banana breads and custard. So it was hard, really. But I think Monday I'll get back into training, Boyd Allen fighting the 7th. He's done a lot for me preparing for this fight, so I'm going to be there for him as well. I think that's the next thing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Graham, are there any other announcements that you have lined up?
Well, I've got a list in front of me. The big one that I just want to put out there, obviously, guys, we're looking at a fight between Don Madge and Leon Maynard. It's the 3rd time they're going to fight, but it's been phenomenal watching their careers grow. That's a lightweight title fight. That's going to happen at EFC 34 at Carnival City. We've obviously mentioned Gideon Drotsky and Norman Vessels in Cape Town, and that'll be the 6th of November this year. And then we're hoping to get it signed. Francois Groenewald fighting for the bantamweight title. Demart, I don't know if you were here for that, but you've got to get ready for another title, but at EFC 32. All right.
EFC 32.
35, Graham.
Apologies. 35. Somebody's written something wrong on my sheet here. Thank you all for joining us. This event, the next event is at Carnival City on the 7th of August. There's 2 massive title fights, Henry Felipe and Adam Speechley. Yeah, exciting. And Boyd Allen versus Bibi Ninaba. We'll see you then, guys. Thank you.
the 7th of August at Carnival City, welterweight champion Henry Hercules Fadipa sets out to defend his title against the former welterweight champion Adam the Prodigy Speechley. Plus, the vacant featherweight title will finally find its rightful owner as the most dominant EFC athlete Boyd Allen goes head-to-head with the undefeated Barent BB Gun Nienapper. It's Henry Fadipa versus Adam Speechley for the welterweight title, and Boyd Allen takes on Barent Nienapper for the featherweight title. EFC 32, 7 August, Carnival City. Tickets and broadcast information at efcafrica.com. EFC 31 is proudly brought to you by BetExchange.com, SA's leading sports betting company, in association with GNC Supplements, Pitbull Energy Drink, Rex Diff and Gearbox, Maxim Magazine, and One Plan Health Insurance. And with special thanks to the following partners: